Well, hello and welcome to another day of Walking with Jesus. As we continue to go through the Gospel of Luke, we are going to see that the kingdom of God has tremendous potential to grow, to expand, to increase. And that's what we're a part of as believers in Jesus Christ. We're a part of God's kingdom. And so this is really good news for us. So here we are in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 13, verses 18 through 21. It's two parables back to back that say a very similar thing. Jesus said, therefore, what is the kingdom of God like, and to what shall I compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seed that a man took and sowed in his garden, and it grew and became a tree. And the birds of the air made nests in its branches. And again he said, to what shall I compare the kingdom of God? It is like leaven that a woman took and hid in 3 measures of flour until it was all leavened. In both of these instances, Jesus is saying that while the kingdom of God may appear to be small and insignificant, or may start from small and insignificant things, it has tremendous growth potential. The mustard seed is a small seed that can grow to about an 8-foot tall bush. Certainly not the largest of trees, but it can become a tree-sized plant, and the birds of the air can nest in its branches. And this is perhaps an allusion even to the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had in Daniel chapter 4, where Nebuchadnezzar was actually the tree that grew really tall but got cut down because he got too big for his britches, and God humbled him. But in that, all the nations took refuge in the tree, and the nations are the birds. And so that's the interpretation that Daniel gives for that dream. And it's possible that what Jesus is saying is that all the nations of the world are going to find a home. They're going to find a nesting place within the kingdom of God. We know that in Revelation that there's a promise that there will be people from every tribe, nation, tongue, in the kingdom of God. So even though it starts small and seemingly insignificant, it will grow large. The second parable is very similar to it, and it's about the leaven, and it only takes a little bit of leaven to leaven a large amount of things, and it will bring growth to that flour. So what I think is important for us is to realize that though so often it seems as though the kingdom of this world is bigger, stronger, greater, even though so often it seems as though we may be small and insignificant and that we don't really have much of a role or much of a place in our world, Jesus is saying that that's not true of the kingdom of God. And if we think about it, it started with this very small thing, Jesus and his 12 disciples, and it now reaches around the world. In fact, the Church of the Nazarene is in over 160 world areas. The sun never sets on the Church of the Nazarene, and we are just one denomination. So the good news is that while we may seem insignificant and small, and while participating in the kingdom of God may seem like an effort in futility, those are lies from the pit of hell, because the kingdom of God will grow. You cannot stop it. It will prevail. So keep looking up, keep believing, keep trusting, and move forward in hope and faith because you're part of something that is bigger than you know. God bless you.